Here we go, y'all. This one's going to be entitled, When Moving on Your Feet, Walking Around, Doing Anything on Your Feet Gets a Little Uncomfortable for whatever reason. It could be a sore ankle. It could be a back problem. It could be a abdominal problem. It could be many things, okay? This is what this workout's going to be. This is what you'll pull up. And I'm telling you, many mornings, when it's just kind of one of those slow mornings, I don't really have any big deal going on, I will come out here and just lay down on the floor and start doing some of the things that we're going to do right now. Okay? So that's my intro to our class today. So all you need, you come out in the morning and you're like, oh, geez, I'm going to turn this crazy woman on and see what she's doing today. But you don't feel so great. You can't put your finger on it. You know what? You're going to get up. I want you to go to whatever space in your floor that is comfortable for you to get down into, and or on your bed. On your bed will work great. So I'm going to come right here without putting a lot of pressure in my abdominal area or in my back. I'm just going to merely come right here. And if you have replaced knees, if you have tender knees, this is when you use your balance pad again. So I'm going to put it right there. See? And I put my hands right here and I go to my knees. That's where we start, because you're going to eventually land up in the floor. And as I've told you many times before, when you're doing things in the floor, you can do a lot of those moves seated in your chair. Will it act the same? No, but you can move, okay? So here I am with my hands on the chair, and the first thing I'm going to do when I'm in this position in front of the seat of my chair is bring my shoulders up to my ears. Take a breath through my nose, then drop my shoulders, and then my knees are on this nice little soft balance pad. And what you need to see what I'm doing here is what I'm doing in my toes. I can't even tell you how important it is to get a really good flex on your toes. And if you're somebody that's on your feet a lot, if you're a dancer, I know I have some dancers in class. If you are a gardener, if you just sit and watch TV, or you sit on your computer, as all good slugs do from time to time, this is going to be helpful for you to know how to do this. See this? I'm putting some real stretch on my toes. Then I'm going to take a break and put them flat. See that? If you will just do this first part that I'm doing, even before I get in the floor with me, and you get it in your little head and just do this. Now, what you might not understand that I'm doing right now is I'm leaning back. And yes, I have a knee replaced. This does not hurt my knee. Okay? So, all I do is brace just gently your tummy. You drop your shoulders. You have your hands on the chair. Your knee is on the balance pad. And now my toes are pointed. See, it's giving them a break. Okay? I'm pushing myself back as far as my quads will allow me. See that? Then I take a big deep breath through my nose. I drop my shoulders. Push just a little bit more if you can. Make sure that you have your shoulders down, your rib cage up. Take a big breath through your nose. Go back just a tiny bit more, and you should feel quite a stretch on your quads right now. Big breath through the nose and hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now come forward. Do not bend at the waist, okay? I want you to come forward at the knee level. See, I'm not bending anything. Do you see how I'm just coming into where there's pressure in my hands? So my shoulders are down. I'm taking a big deep breath. I'm not bending anywhere. I'm not bending at the hip. I'm not bending at the waist. I'm coming forward from the knee joint. And then I just push myself gently back there one more time. And I'm going to go back far enough to where I feel my quads stretching. You will not feel your quads stretching if you don't bring your rib cage up. As you push yourself back, keep your chin tucked. Take big deep breaths, big deep breaths, big deep breaths. Then come back forward from the knee, go all the way forward, and you're going to come into your hands so that you have a little pressure through your shoulder blades, through your deltoids. That means your shoulders, okay? And you're just going to hang out right here in this kind of a push. I'm pushing right here, down. Drop your shoulders, drop your shoulders, drop your shoulders, drop your shoulders. At this point, you pull your toes back again, okay, into a flexion. See that? And then you go and press back. You lift your rib cage, and you're just really pushing through those feet. And I'm telling you, my knee replacement side, not my hip replacement side, my knee replacement side, the underneath of my foot is so much tighter than the other side, than this side. Okay, so I feel that. I'm just noting that. So if you have one side that's more tight than the other, just note it, okay? Because that influences how we move, that influences a lot of our aches and pains, etc. Okay, so once I've done this, which it's just here kneeling, right here. I mean, shoot, you could do this at church when you're kneeling down. See, then you can really listen to the prayer. You're laughing because you've fallen asleep during prayer sometimes. I know it. Okay, so see here? I'm right here on the pad. I'm going to take my hands, put it right here. My knees aren't hurt at all. Take a big deep breath, big deep breath, big deep breath. And I'm letting my back really go into the cat-cow or the cat-camel. Some people call it a cat-camel. I'm just don't move anything. I'm moving so that you can see what I'm doing. So I'm on my knees, put my hands here. Now I want you to really tilt your pelvis, tilt your iliac crest down. So this is making a big hollow in your back. Then you're going to go to your fist and go way up. So at this point right now, I'm getting you primed and prepped for one of the major moves that you can do to help your back, your hips, tremendously. So right now I'm doing a mad cat, and then you go into the camel, okay? So you keep your shoulders down, you keep your chin tucked. At some point you can raise your chin a little, but mostly keep your chin tucked. And then you just go from a hyperextension to a rounded up. So you're tightening in your tummy, you're going way up into a rounded posture. And then you go back down one more time. And then you come, pull back in, drop your head, go way up with your tummy. Way up, way up, way up, way up. All the way up, all the way up, all the way up. And then go to neutral. Go to neutral with your spine, between all the way down and all the way up with your spine. Okay, now we're in neutral. Now, you can keep the pad under your feet, under your knees if you want to. That's fine, but you don't have to. So I'm going to just come off into my floor because I have a carpeted floor and it doesn't bother me. And I would suggest that any of you who want to get benefit from doing floor work is to get a large enough, some kind of neoprene or something kind of a pad that you can get down on, okay? So once I'm in this position now, I'm going to go to my elbows, okay? Now my butt is way up, and I'm going to come right down with my head. And as I'm down into my elbows, now I'm going to just pull one leg underneath, and here I am. So now we're on the floor. And now we're going to start the work in the hip. Yeah, in this position. And this should be a familiar position for you, because anytime when you go down and get on the floor, you kind of got to go here first. You got to do this if you're going to lay down in bed, actually. This requires you being able to use your spine, your hip, your upper body to control your move. You see how my knees are right here? So they're not stacked. This would be stacked. You want to straddle your legs. See this? And then, do you see what I'm doing? I'm keeping my knees here, and I'm pulling myself around here as far as I can, and I'm going to look over my shoulder here, right here. Then I'm going to come forward and put my elbows down. This move and the ability to get in this position is a very big part of being able to have better mobility, because it requires you using your spine, your vertebrae, your hips, your shoulders, all in certain ways. So I'm going to go from here, and I'm going to come right back up. See this? See this? See my legs are like this? Take a big deep breath. All I'm going to do is bring one leg this way and come to a sit down. So see, I'm right here. I'm right here. Now, there are those of you out there, and I know this because I've taught class for so many years and I see how people move. Sitting in this manner is very problematic to a lot of people. A lot of it's because of tight hamstrings, back dysfunction, hip dysfunction, etc. If this is causing uncomfortable, so much so that you're like, oh, I just can't sit on the floor. Oh, I just can't. Then by all means, bring one knee up. That will ease everything up until you get more flexible. I hope this is making sense. See how by raising this, how it eased up things? Now, that doesn't mean you should let, all your posture go. It just helps you. Then just experiment with this. Then take this down as you keep your back extended, okay? And how do you make sure your back is extended? You say rib cage up. That's what you do. Okay, you drop your shoulders, breathe through the nose, make that diaphragm come out, okay? Then bring the other knee up. And some of you may think, oh, why is she wasting her time doing all this? This move right here, sitting in an L position, is almost impossible for a large amount of people, okay? And it is a big primary cause of postural dysfunction, walking and not walking, period, because it's uncomfortable, okay? So see, bring one knee up. My feet are in dorsiflexion. They're not pointed right now. That is plantar flexion. This is dorsiflexion. See how I'm pulling my toes up there? Yeah, because I'm trying to get into some of those structures in the calf as it goes all the way up. By bringing one knee up, I'm able to do this, okay? And then if you don't have enough strength, or if you're feeling really pressed because you can't keep yourself upright like this, and you feel like, oh, geez, I got to quit doing this, do one of two things. Either put one arm under your leg here, say rib cage up, or put one hand or both back here. But here's what you don't do. What you don't do is cave in your back. You don't round your back. You can put your hands here, fingertips forward, shoulders down, okay? Breathing in through your nose, and say rib cage up, and then little by little. See, you raise one hand at a time. See what I'm doing? And you know what I would do? If I were with you right now, I'd be sitting right on the floor and I'd be poking your tummy. Why? Because I want it to be engaged. Because I want you to get to where you can sit in an L position with a rib cage up, and then you can go forward or you can go backward. Not all the way, just until this starts really contracting. But I don't have to lift my knees. I would if I needed to. And for people that I've worked through this kind of positional work, I have them lift both their knees because they're not strong enough. They've had real back issues. Their fitness level is not where it needs to be as far as holding in that position. And then you know what happens? They quit doing it altogether. So I want to bring you right along. You can have one hand under, one hand back. You can have both hands under. But what you can't do is round your back. Okay? You hip hinge back and you hip hinge forward. You keep one knee up or the other knee up or both up so that you can manage this range of motion. Do you see how my back is extended? My shoulder is right in line with my hip. I go back until I start to feel this working. Then I take breaths through my nose, breaths through my nose, breaths through my nose. So when I'm up here in this position, I can have both knees bent or not. And see, there's very few people that I would go ahead and put both knees down and be in this position because it takes a lot of strength in your core and your tummy in order to do that. So don't get discouraged if you're saying to yourself, what in the heck is she doing today? I can't do that. If you're doing that, give yourself a break, okay? Don't quit, but use these modifications. See, if you can get to where you can do this, where you hip hinge and you go back and your knees are right here and your hands are right here, you can use one if you need to. Okay, take a breath. Now come up and you let those legs go down as far as you can. Then you go right back. So we're not going to do a ton of repetitions. I just want you to explore what is your range? What can you do? What's within your scope of strength and mobility that you can do? Okay, so I'm hanging out here. I'm taking big deep breaths. My rib cage is up. Now I come back. You have no idea how much strength you are starting to emit to be able to move like this. And remember we came into this position from here, right? So now that I've done all this kind of stuff, I'm going to go to the other side. So what do? I lean back. So leaning back, if you're keeping your back extended, takes a lot of abdominal. Okay? It does. And if you've had eternal back problems, etc., it takes a lot of strength. Okay, so now I'm here. My knees are not stacked, they're staggered. And I'm feeling a big stretch right through here. And the more I take my hands and look over my shoulder right here, the more I feel it. Yeah, right here. Drop your shoulders. Take big deep breaths through your nose. Big deep breaths through your nose. Drop your shoulders again. You just hang out here for just a second. And then remember we went to our elbows. Do you remember that? So once I've got into this position right here, I've done the full circuit of that set of movements that I wanted to do with you. I got you on your knees, right in front of your chair. And then we worked through hip and quad tightness. Then we got down on all fours. We did the cat camel. And then I just staggered and I went into this position up here. And then we went to the elbows. And then we come back up here. Take a big deep breath and walk around and just look over your shoulder again. And when you look over your shoulder, don't tilt your head. Drop your chin. And you're going to feel big pulls right through here. Right through here. That's what I want. Take a big deep breath. Drop your shoulders, big deep breath. Drop your shoulders, big deep breath. Yes. Then you come back. You pull those knees forward. And here we are right in the middle again. Okay? Now, at this point, this is a great time to jump into the next set, okay, of movements that I want to do with you down here. So what I'm going to do is put my heels down, just like that. See? And you may see this if you're into fitness stuff and you're looking and seeing what everybody's doing in fitness. Oh, am I doing enough stuff? Well, can you do these things? And can you do these things without injuring yourself? That's the question. So if you're here and you want to press on your heels, and here's the whole thing. If you have ever been in a gym or done kids games, you know what a crab crawl is, correct? Well, you're going to shock yourself if you've had hip replacements, knee replacements, you've had back issues. It's going to be very hard for you to do a crab crawl. So don't do the crab crawl. Instead, get to where you can functionally turn all the muscles on that you use in a crab crawl, and that is going to be heels down, hands right by your hips, drop your shoulders, and all you're going to do is press into your hands and just lift your butt. That's it. See that? Take a big deep breath. Now, in order to lift your legs and your hands to crawl would be asking a little too much of a lot of people, especially if you have joints replaced. However, what I just did, I'm going to do it 2 more times, is very beneficial to get those muscles, your antagonistic muscles, really on board. If you would get down the floor and get to where you can do that first part into this, you'd be home, pretty much home free, okay? So you can take this workout today. I've got 2 more sets of moves that we're going to go through, but this one right here, and the minute, I'm warning you, the minute you do this and you start thinking about lifting your hips, you're going to round your back. I'm warning you. I don't want you to round your back. What I want you to do is lean back into your hands, drop your shoulders, take a breath. Do not round your back. Press hard into your heels. Press hard into your palm. Tighten your tummy. And exhale and lift the hips. And you just hang out here and you go up as far as you can. And you hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 2 counts. Go up as high as you can and you just hold it. Then you come down carefully, gently, and you bend your elbows. You don't round your shoulders. And you bring your legs down. See that? Now, if you would do this kind of a thing, do everything until you get to here, because that worked on your hips, your back, your shoulders, everything, and then we went into here. If you could get down and do this, go to the crab crawl position, and just don't think you have to lift your hands and crawl around. That's going to be very difficult if this is hard, okay? So give yourself a few weeks, just get in the floor and do this. So the minute I put my hands here, I say to myself, open back at the hip, tighten in my tummy, drop my shoulders, take a breath, push, and lift. And right now you're squeezing that gluteal, really squeezing the gluteal. Breath, 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 breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you're down for the count. Okay? All right. Now, I have my little chair here, right? For some of you, I hope you're hearing me, you should not put your heels in your chair yet. You're not ready for that. If you wanted to put your heels in your 2-inch high little balance pad, that would be fine. Or on the floor. I'm going to do the first set, and I'm only going to do like 4 to 6, okay? Because we're not doing a lot of repetitions right now. I'm moving us right now so that I can get you on your tummy, okay? That's my goal here. But right now, I'm going to have this right here. I'm going to put my feet on it. The second set, I'm going to do 2 sets here. Mostly they're positional, and if you don't want to do repetitions, just get to where you can hold in the lifted hip position. We already did the crab crawl lift, so this is akin to that. Okay. Second set, I'm going to put my feet in the chair. I'm warning you, this is much harder, and you don't need to do it to get benefit. Concentrate on this. If you can get to where you can do 2 to 3 sets of 6 to 8, and you don't do them quick and jerky, you really squeeze your muscles, then that will get you to where you can go on up. And why do I stress this? Because this is crucial to movement, your mobility, especially if you've had joints replaced. And do you see what I'm doing right now? I didn't just fall backwards. I went down here on my elbow because I'm rolling you back. I have some people on here that have significant back issues. It is very unwise to go from this kind of a position and to ask your abdominals and your back and everything to do this kind of a pull. So don't do it. Roll. See here? Roll. Okay? I'll spell that for you someday. Maybe I'll have Clarissa spell it for us. It's roll. Okay. Right here, put your feet down or your heels down. I don't care. All right? Palms up with the hands. Drop your shoulders. This is a great time to press your shoulders into to see if both hands can maintain your wrist and your forearm. And for me, one of mine tends to want to stay up. So this is a great time to get that shoulder mobility going because you're resting in the floor, okay? Take a big deep breath. Put your feet on your little pad. Squeeze your butt. And start to lift, just like in the crab crawl. So in order to do the crab crawl, people who can't do a crab crawl, I will start here first, okay? Take a big deep breath. Make a little small in your back. Then you rotate your pelvic. You rotate your pelvic bones and muscles. And you press into the heels and you bring it up. And you keep those palms up. You can go out with your hands, or you can go up above your head, whichever you would like to put a stretch on the shoulder. So I'm going to go up here. I'm squeezing my butt. Then as I come down, I start with the top of the vertebrae, and I come down, and then I hit the small of the back, and then I put the pelvic down. The biggest mistake I see people make when they do this crucial move that we're doing right now is they do it too fast, and they don't engage their gluteal, and they don't use the vertebrae one at a time. Here we go. Breath, squeeze the butt, and you come up one vertebrae at a time. You come all the way up. You squeeze tight in your gluteal, and you're up there. Take a big deep breath through your nose. Then you come down one vertebrae at a time. Come the small of the back comes down first. Come all the way down. Release the gluteal. Put your feet down. Take a big deep breath through your nose. And drop your shoulders. Get positional. Okay, are you ready? You can have your feet flat, or you can go into your heels, whichever you would prefer. It doesn't matter. What does matter is that you start squeezing the gluteal. And by doing that, you will start the lift from the lower vertebrae all the way up one at a time, one at a time, one at a time. You get all the way up there, and then you just keep squeezing the gluteal, squeeze the quarter. Yeah, squeeze the quarter right there. Right there, right there. Squeeze. Keep it up there, keep it up there, keep it up there. Take a big breath. Now come down one vertebrae at a time, one at a time. Small of the back goes first. And only then do you release, after you're all the way down, do you release your gluteal muscles, okay? And then do a little bit of a patty cake with your toes. Keep that tibialis anterior muscle working. I think that was 4, but whatever. Let's do one more. Are you ready? Take a big deep breath. Drop your shoulders. Squeeze the gluteal first. Now you're pushing into the feet, and you're lifting, and you're squeezing the gluteal. You're coming all the way up as high as you can. Really push. Take a breath. Take a breath. Take a breath. Take a breath, and then come one vertebrae at a time, one vertebrae at a time, one at a time. Small of the back comes first, and then release. Right there, okay? Now you're gonna bring one knee in, grab your hand around it, and then see how tight your hamstrings are, okay? So here's the deal on this move. I wanted you to keep your knee over your belly button area or over your waist. And then I want you to sneak the foot up in dorsiflexion, okay? But here's the deal. If your knee, in order to straighten your leg, if your knee is way out here, that's not over the belly button. So I don't want you to do that. I want you to keep that knee in position, and then you work from there. See that? This is crucial. To not think the goal is to straighten your leg. The goal is to keep your knee over your belly button as you extend from the knee. Okay, dokie? And this knee is bent and it's on a platform. That will be helpful. You don't have to have it there. You can go down. It's up to you. But you pull that toe when you can. Some of you can't, and that's okay. I just want you to work this. Okay? Keep the knee over the belly button. Take a big deep breath. And then when you're hanging out there, then you let that leg go down. Now you're in what's called an L stretch. But some people can't do this, and that's okay. Do it from here. See, I don't want you to go like that. I don't want you to take the knee away from the belly button area. I want you to work on them from here. That's where you're going to really feel it. I hope you're following this. Now is a great time to roll those ankles. Both ways. Big deep breath. When you get in the floor and you do some of this work, yes, it takes a little focus and it takes some time. But that's what we're doing. Okie dokie. So here I am. First thing I'm going to do is bring my knee in over my belly button. See that? Then I'm going to dorsiflex my toe. Take a big deep breath, and I'm going to go as straight as I can, keeping my knee over my belly button. Got it? And you can roll your ankles. You can work from here all you want. Release and go into that. But what you cannot do is take the knee out here and think, oh, see, I'm straightening my leg. Because I'm aimed at all of these structures, okie dokie, and behind the knee where it's very, very tight. Big breath, big breath, big breath. And then once I get to where I can be either from here or from here, see, either one of those is acceptable. What's not acceptable is this. That's not. So bring your knees over here and then just work this. And then slide that bottom leg down so that you're in an L type of a stretch. See that? Take a big deep breath. So this move, once you get into this move, and some of you might have a hard time keeping the legs straight here, but just always remember, this is acceptable. This is not acceptable. Got it? Take a breath, and you're holding it up there. So I'm just going to grab up here, grab onto that toe. I'm just going to hang out here for a bit. And so if you're in this L stretch, the bottom leg, don't let your foot fall out to the side. Keep it straight up and down. Okay, you got it? And you're stretching all through the hamstrings, all through the back gluteal and back muscles are responding to this move. Take a big deep breath and realigning. Yeah, keep an awareness of if you're letting your bottom leg roll out to the side. Don't let it do that. Okay? Big breath, all the way around, all the way around, all the way around, all the way around. Just like that. Big deep breath, bring that knee in and bring it down. Okay, now I want to go over one positional thing. Don't get up, stay down there, just watch. See, I told you I was going to do the hip lifts from here, and I didn't do it. But I told some of you don't do it. Only use this. That's true. However, one of the best moves, position-wise, you can do to help your back is it could be a couch, depending on the length of your leg. See, this is a little lower. It could be a chair. This is about it. My kitchen chair is about 18 inches. It could be, lower. But I'm going to lay down. And this is the first. If you were having a lot of back problems, hey, I would put you in this position right here where I could keep my knees right over my hip. See that? And I don't want you to work at it. I want you to keep the chair right under your knees and just be. Then you can put your hands up like this. This is doing almost the same thing as the L stretch with your hips and your back, only it's a little more gentle, okay? So if I got up and it was a slow morning, so to speak, meaning you don't want to move, I would get my little body down on the floor and seek out a couch, a chair, and just kind of hang out in this position. You can listen to whatever you want to. You can listen to an audiobook. You can do, just close your eyes and breathe. But if you would spend anywhere from 3 to even 15 minutes, and when I say 15 minutes, you're going to go, oh, yeah, right. Well, think about how many 15 minutes you waste. That's number one. Number two, you can be listening to anything, or you can just be down on the floor. And this is a great time to have a good conversation with the Lord. Okay, so here I am. My palms are up, and I'm just in this position. Yes, I have a knee replaced and a hip replaced, and everybody has issues. I'm telling you, lock this move into your head. Experiment with it. It will help you. Take a big deep breath, drop your shoulders again. And when I say take a big deep breath, I'm meaning close your mouth to let the air come out. Take a breath. Then when you're done, you're going to come out of it gently. See what I'm doing? I'm rolling to the side. I'm rolling, rolling, rolling. And here I am, back where we started when we got on the floor. Split knees. I'm rolling to the side. See that? Now I'm ready to get down on my tummy. Okay? Now we're going to do direct work on the back muscles. But how do I do that? I can do it a number of ways. Generally, if I get on my hands and knees And if your wrists bother you, always go to your fist, okay? Always keeping your shoulders down so your shoulder blades are engaged. That's going to help get a stronger shoulder, and it won't hurt your joints. Move your chairs or whatever you need to so that you can be flat on your belly. That's a very important thing. So what I just did with taking my knees off the chair, rolling to the side, getting down here, and now getting in this position so that I have a gentle, I emphasize that, a gentle hyperextension on my back. Number one, keep your shoulders down. Don't let your shoulders come up like that. Keep your chin tucked. If you get tired of being in this position, you could get a big pillow and put right here and just hang out here. I'm not kidding you. I've given you two of the most important positional moves to help your back pain. The one where your knees are in the chair and you stay there for a bit, and then when you get down here and you are in this position, and if you don't want to work at it, then put a big bolster, a big pillow or something under here and just hang out here for a bit, okay? I hope this is making sense to you. Now, just be there for a little bit. I'm telling you, you do this a couple of days in a row, you're going to be amazed at how much better you're going to be moving just by doing this kind of a thing. And what's so key about this? You're giving your back a chance to open up and to get all those pathways open for blood, nutrients, for nerve pathways, everything. Okay, drop your shoulders. Then when you're tired and you don't have a big pillow, just take your elbows out like this. Put your forehead on your hands. See? Just like that. Take a big deep breath. Now roll your ankles from side to side. Roll your ankles from side to side. Take a big deep breath. Big deep breath. Big deep breath. See how I'm rolling my ankles? I'm going as far to the side as I can. I'm keeping my forehead on the backs of my hands. They're stacked. Take a breath. Take a breath. Take a breath. Okay? Now you're going to press yourself up. You're going to pull your elbows under you again, and you're going to go back into that hyperextension. So this move right here, whether you're doing it on the floor, whether you're pushing up against a wall, remember this move. It will help keep your back out of pain, out of discomfort. It will. Okay? So once I've done this now, I know the pathway. So now all I have to do is come down if I want to go to neutral. So what I have to do is pull my tummy in now. I'm going to put my forehead down. I'm going to pull my tummy in. And the last thing I'm going to do before I do the next move is squeeze the gluteals. Okay? So I'm down here. I'm going to squeeze the gluteals. Then I'm going to bring one foot up. And then I'm going to act like I'm going to put the bottom of my foot on the ceiling. See that? So my knee comes off the ground. Just like that. And I hang out up here for a bit. I just hang it up here. Breath. 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 Bring it down slowly. Then put it down. Okay? So the whole time, I don't try to keep my head elevated. I keep my forehead on my hands. Okay? Now go to the other leg. You tighten your tummy first. Then you tighten your gluteals. One leg comes up and I lift my knee off the ground. Breath. 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 You're hanging it up there. You're trying to put the bottom of your foot up on the ceiling. Breath. and you bring it down, and you bring it down. Roll your ankles, just like that. And you can turn your head from side to side. Get that neck mobility going. Let it rest. Side to side, let it rest. Okay, you ready? First of all, drop your shoulders. Second of all, tighten your tummy. Third of all, tighten your gluteals. Lift the leg and the knee off the floor. Breath, 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 and down. Big deep breath, all the other way. Bend the knee, tighten your tummy, tighten your gluteals. Lift the knee off the ground. And you're hanging out here. Breath, breath, through the nose. Hold it through the nose. Breath, 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 and then down. Max over here visited me. He thinks I'm hurt. Poor little boy. He's my old dog. What's wrong, Max? Okay, so now I'm on my elbow. See that? Okay. What I just showed you was a modified form of a move that brings your upper body and your lower body up all at the same time. For a lot of people, that might be too much of a big lift, okay? So if you'll do it the way I showed you and get to where you can hold that knee up there, that's going to be money, okay? That's going to help you. You're going to get stronger. You're not going to hurt yourself. Now I'm going to go from here. I could do that whole thing that I just did with you 2, maybe 3 more times. But now you have it. Now you're going to roll to the side, okay? And in this whole little pathway class that I've put you through, I've included some of the key moves to helping people with back issues. And this is one of them. It's a sideline hip lift, okay? And why is this so crucial? Because you're using the smaller hip muscles, the adductors and abductors. And at the same time, you're using your abdominals, okay? And you're using the abdominals not as a mover. You're using them as a stabilizer. First thing, shoulder has to be in. Okay, you cannot do this sneaking your shoulder up here. It's not good for the shoulders or the neck. Keep your chin tucked. Keep that shoulder over the elbow. Yep. Tighten the tummy again. Now your knees are stacked. See that? Because when I go to lift my hip, I'm going to be pressing on this elbow and that point on the knee. See? You can use this hand at first to get yourself in position. Okay? So push, push, and push. Take a breath and lift right there. Once you get in position, then you can put that hand out. Okay? Take a breath. Take a breath. Take a breath. Take a breath. Come in, and come down. See that? Now, if it's a lot on your shoulder, because let's say you have a delicate shoulder, that's okay. Do one, ease up, give it a rest, go to the other side, then come back. That's actually better than just hitting one side. And we're not doing a lot of repetitions here. We're holding. I hope you're understanding the, what I'm trying to work you through here. So here I am on the other side. First of all, check to make my shoulders in. Sure, my shoulders in. It's over the elbow. Yes. My hands here. My knees are stacked. I'm bent. See, I'm bent a little at the hip. Okay. Rib cage up, tummy in. Get ready. You're going to take a breath. And then exhale and push into that elbow and into that knee. And then you're up and you're holding it. So if you can get to where you can hold this for, let's say, I don't know, 30 seconds. Okay, start with 10. Take a breath, and you're just hanging out here. You could be lifting, but you're holding. Take a breath. You're holding. Keep your shoulder in. Yeah, keep it down. Take a breath. And then come back down, and come back down, and come back down. See that? Then I'm going to bring those knees in. So I'm not overdoing anything on a shoulder, because that move that I just now did with you is attacking so many weak areas that we have. Shoulders, stomach, hips, back. Okay? So here I am. I'm going to go to the other side. I hope you're doing these with me, because if you're going to build up enough fitness, enough endurance, that's when you know you're going to be getting stronger. And this is the pathway. If you have joints replaced, if you've had injuries, if you have significant back issues, you got to take it a little differently. Okay? So here I am right here. Shoulder is in. Shoulder is in. Take a breath. I'm going to use this. Exhale, lift, and you're up here. And you can hang out here, or you can bring that arm up. You can bring it down. You can bring it up. And so you can do all of this laying in your little bed. And every bit of these. Take a breath. You're hanging out there. Take a breath. You're hanging out there. Then you come down. Then you come down. And you bring those knees here. So see, we're doing the very same move that I worked you through as we got into the floor. We're going to go to the other side now. I'm just checking our time here. Oh, we're almost there. Okay. Oh, time flies when you're having fun. Okay, here we go. Last one. So I'm right here, right here. See this? Drop the shoulders, breath, push, boom, right there. This move. So in this whole menagerie of movement on the floor, I've done 3 of the major moves that you got to do if you're going to keep your independence. Okay? Breaths, breaths, breaths. Take a breath, then come back down. Then you're going to go to all fours. You're going to go over to your chair. You're going to bring your foot like this. Bring that chair close to you, and you're going to get up. You can do it that way, or toes under, tight tummy, right here. Push back, equalize, and you're ready to go to the party. I hope that helps. Anyway, those are some key moves that I put in there today. I hope you're going to benefit from them. I know you will. I know it hurt me more than you. Stop.